Before we start, let me tell you what you will get from this video. You will build a fully reusable and customizable Next.js component that you can use any of your projects. Sounds interesting, right? In this video, we will recreate another text animation inspired by a site of the day website from Awwwards. On this website, the text has two animations running at the same time, creating a lightning style effect. It might look too complex at first, but trust me, once you see the logic behind it, you will realize how simple this animation actually is. And this is what I achieved by using simple GSAP and Next.js. So without wasting any more time, it's time to reveal the magic. In the layout.js file, I have imported a custom font family and set up Lenny smooth scrolling. This is the proper way to use Lenny's inside a Next.js application. You don't need to remember any of this, just copy and paste it into your Next.js application. Then in the page.js file, I have imported two components, hero and about. This is very basic layout, so I didn't cover it in this video. You can easily build it by yourself, or you can check the GitHub link and copy the layout from there. Since we have already built the basic layout, so our website looks like this. And now we can finally focus on the text animation. I have already made a component named textAnim which accepts children and an optional ScrollTrigger prop. Right now it just renders the text inside the simple span. Then I create a useref called textref and attach it to the span element. This gives us direct access to the text in the DOM, which we will need for the animation. After that, I am adding some global CSS directly inside the component by using style.jsx. Then I am defining a CSS variable in the root for the lightning color. Here I am using a dark blue color. Now I am creating the fade-in text animation by using CSS keyframes. From 0 to 1%, the text instantly switches from its original color to lightning color. Then from 15% to 40%, the opacity goes down and comes back up, creating a subtle flicker effect. After that, from 55% onwards, the text smoothly transitions back to its original color and opacity, ending in clean and stable state. Next, I create another animation using CSS keyframes called blink. In this animation, the opacity quickly goes down and comes back up at different intervals, creating a soft blinking effect. By the end of the animation, the opacity returns to normal, so the text looks stable again. After that, I create two CSS classes to run these two animations smoothly. Then I am using the useEffect hook, and in the dependency array I am passing the useScrollTrigger. Inside the useEffect, at first I make sure the text is available before running any animation. Then I create a GSAP context so the animation runs safely without causing any bugs. Inside the GSAP context, I am using split text to split the text into characters and words, so that we can animate each part individually. Then I create a function called playAnimation. Inside it, I loop through each character and add a small delay so the animation plays one character at a time. I also add a fade-in animation class to each character, and finally I apply the blink effect to the whole text. After that, I check if useScrollTrigger is enabled. If it is, then the animation plays when the text enters the viewport. Otherwise, the animation runs immediately when the component loads. Then we pass textref to the GSAP context, so GSAP knows which element this animation belongs to. Now our animation is fully done, so let's use it inside the layout we already built. At first, I am wrapping all the H2 elements inside the hero section with our textAnim component, so the animation runs as soon as the component loads. The animation is working perfectly in our hero component, so now let's apply it to the about component as well. In the about component, we want the text to animate when it comes into view. For that, we pass useScrollTrigger as true. And finally, we have completed the entire animation. If you want, you can pass more props to the component like delay, duration, aging, etc. and customize it based on your needs. So that's all for the video. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments.